Spurs are unbeaten in their last 14 league fixtures played on Boxing Day. Harry Kane has scored in all 5 of his top-flight Boxing Day appearances, and Antonio Conte has not lost a game yet at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. This is the match preview: Spurs v Crystal Palace. Merry Christmas, everyone. I hope you're all keeping safe and well. So Tottenham Hotspur return to Premier League action on Boxing Day at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, 3 p.m. kickoff, as we will be taking on London rivals Crystal Palace. In today's video, I'll be previewing the game, going through the team news and the match facts and stats, Conte's comments, the team's form, Boxing Day fixtures and the league table. Also, the betting odds from channel sponsors William Hill, how you can watch the game on TV, my predicted lineup and my score prediction. Just before I get into today's video, make sure that you download the OneFootball app for all of the live football scores, results and news, as well as getting all of the latest Spurs news on this channel. You can also see it all here. Download the OneFootball app to keep up to date with everything Tottenham Hotspur, club news, transfer news, match information, videos, tables and results from all around the world. Don't miss out, and please do let me know what you think of this app. So let's get straight into it. Tottenham Hotspur against Crystal Palace in the Premier League at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium on Boxing Day, 3 p.m. kickoff. Cannot wait for this one because, of course, the last week as a Tottenham Hotspur fan, I've been extremely pleased. 2-2 draw in our last Premier League game at home against Liverpool, where we give Liverpool a real game. And had we converted just one more of those chances that we had, and we had many chances in that game to put that game to bed, we would have got the 3 points. But what an entertaining game of football. You know, when you think 7 weeks ago under Nuno Espirito Santo, we weren't even having a shot on target. And now every single player is playing out of their skin. Players are taking their opportunities under Antonio Conte. And it is absolutely fantastic to see. That went into the midweek game as well in the Carabao Cup quarter-final against West Ham, also at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And Antonio Conte is unbeaten at our new home as well in games in the Europa Conference League, in the Carabao Cup and the Premier League. So, you know, Antonio Conte is slowly making the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium into a fortress. A great game of football again Wednesday night, and now we are in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. I'm hoping for big things during the calendar year of 2022. Not only in these last few weeks that you can see the players have been totally energised under Antonio Conte, the fans have been as well. The fans cannot stop singing Antonio Conte's name at the moment, and we are all fully behind this manager, backing the manager, and we all believe that he can be successful if he is fully backed. And, it brings me on to talking a little bit about the January transfer window, which, of course, is now less than 1 week away. Please do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Do you think that Tottenham Hotspur will spend lots of money in the January transfer window? Do you think it will just be 1 or 2 additions? Do you think we will sign any players whatsoever? And do you see any players leaving in the January transfer window? I think it's going to be an interesting time ahead. Personally, I feel that we may get 1 or 2 in, but personally, I do feel that most of the business that Antonio Conte wants to do or can do will be in the summer. With that said, Antonio Conte's main focus at the moment is getting the best out of the players that he has got at our football club. And that is very evident that he is doing that at the moment. You know, these last couple of games, even Steven Bergwijn coming in on Wednesday for the start, grabbed a goal, grabbed an assist. When you think that Liverpool midfield, Dele Alli, Harry Winks, Tanguy Ndombele, players have got to take their opportunities under Antonio Conte. And in recent weeks, they have certainly done that, which is very, very pleasing from a fan's point of view. It will certainly be interesting to see what lineup Antonio Conte will go with against Crystal Palace on Boxing Day, because we have got 3 games in 1 week, 3 Premier League games. Palace at home, Boxing Day. Just 2 days later, we will be away at Southampton. And then just 4 days later, on New Year's Day, we will be away at Watford. Personally, I'm hoping that Tottenham Hotspur obviously get 9 points out of 9. I don't think there's any reason why we can't get 9 points out of 9, especially the way that we have played in the last couple of games. But Antonio Conte will need to shake up the team. He will need to rotate this squad. And I'm hoping to see again the players that he does put in take their opportunities once again. So the games due to take place on Boxing Day are as follows. Manchester City will take on Leicester, Norwich will take on Arsenal, Tottenham Hotspur will take on Crystal Palace, West Ham United will take on Southampton, Aston Villa against Chelsea, and Brighton will take on Brentford. 3 games have been postponed on Boxing Day. Liverpool against Leeds, Wolves against Watford, and Burnley against Everton. Going into this Boxing Day clash against Crystal Palace, Tottenham Hotspur are 7th in the Premier League. We have played 15, we have won 8, we have drawn 2, and we have lost 5. We have a goal difference of -1. We have 26 points. We are currently 6 points away from the top 4 with 3 games in hand. Our opponents, Crystal Palace, are currently 11th in the Premier League. They have played 2 games more than us. They have played 17. They have won 4. They have drawn 8 and they have lost 5. They have a goal difference of 0. They have 20 points, 6 points behind us. Now, having a look at the last 6 results for Crystal Palace in the Premier League, they have won 1, they have drawn 2, and they have lost 3. Going back to the 20th of November, the last month or so in the Premier League, they drew 3-3 away at Turf Moor against Burnley, followed by a 2-1 home defeat against Aston Villa, followed by a 1-0 away defeat against Leeds United. And then their most 3 recent Premier League results, losing 1-0 at Old Trafford against Manchester United, and then beating Everton 3-1 at Selhurst Park, followed by a 2-2 home draw against Southampton at Selhurst Park. And they also had a fixture postponed on the 18th of December. That was due to take place at Vicarage Road against Watford away. So the last time that they played was on Wednesday, the 15th of December. So 11 days without a match. Now, let's get into the team news for both Tottenham and Crystal Palace. Now, good news for all of us Spurs fans, because Antonio Conte and Spurs have not reported any fresh injury problems or COVID-19 concerns. Christian Romero and Ryan Sessegnon both remain sidelined with respective hamstring and thigh muscle problems. Crystal Palace manager Patrick Vieira said on Friday that the Eagles have had a couple of cases of COVID-19 in the last couple of days. Midfielder James McArthur will be absent again because of a hamstring injury. Now let's get into the match facts and stats. Tottenham have a great record in the Premier League against Crystal Palace, certainly of late. Tottenham have won the past 6 Premier League home meetings by an aggregate score of 13-1. And Crystal Palace will be trying to win back-to-back league games against Spurs for the first time in Premier League history. Of course, earlier on this season under Nuno Espirito Santo, Spurs lost 3-0 to Palace at Selhurst Park. Now, what a fantastic stat this is, because we are unbeaten in our last 14 league fixtures on Boxing Day, the longest ongoing run in England's top 4 divisions. And Crystal Palace, their only away league victory in 8 attempts this season came at Manchester City in October. Now, what about this for the Antonio Conte effect? The conductor is certainly doing the business yet again at Spurs, because we have scored 9 goals in our past 4 league matches, and that was as many as our first 11 fixtures this season. But we have lost 5 of our last 6 Premier League London derbies. Now, Crystal Palace have only ever won once away from home in the Premier League on Boxing Day, and that was back in 2013 away at Aston Villa. And Crystal Palace have scored 7 goals in their past 3 Premier League London derbies, as many as in their previous 10. Crystal Palace are 1 short of 100 top-flight away victories. Crystal Palace are 11th, their second highest Premier League position on Christmas Day. They were 6th under Alan Pardew in the 2015-2016 season. And one player to watch out for Crystal Palace, and that is Conor Gallagher. He has been directly involved in 9 Premier League goals this season, scoring 6 and setting up 3. Now, as we all know, Harry Kane has only scored 2 Premier League goals so far in this Premier League campaign, and Harry Kane has scored in all 5 of his top-flight Boxing Day appearances. Harry Kane's tally of 8 Premier League goals on Boxing Day is 1 shy of the record held by Robbie Fowler. Now, as I said, Tottenham Hotspur do have a good Premier League record against Crystal Palace. In total, we have played them 25 times. We have won 14. Crystal Palace have only won 4, and 7 have finished as a draw. Talking ahead of this London derby, Antonio Conte said, "We are preparing for the game against Crystal Palace. It will be a difficult game, and don't forget away we lost 3-0, and we know we face a really good team. We must be ready to play well, and try and get the 3 points." Antonio Conte then went on to talk about former Arsenal midfielder, now Crystal Palace manager, Patrick Vieira. He said, Patrick is doing very well. We played against each other when he was at Arsenal and I was at Juventus. He was an amazing midfielder and he's doing really well. I think if you are a midfielder in your career, you have more possibilities to become a manager because during the game, you pay attention to both phases. Offensively and defensively, he's doing very well. Crystal Palace have their own identity. I'm happy for him. Now let's get into my score prediction and my predicted lineup. Score prediction, I'm going to go for a 2-0 Tottenham Hotspur win and I'm going to say Harry Kane to score both goals. Of course, he got that first goal against Liverpool at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium last weekend and I think Harry Kane is up and running again and I can see Harry Kane grabbing quite a few goals from now until the end of the season. So, predicted lineup, Antonio Conte has got many options now. And of course, players have taken their opportunities in the last couple of days. But he's going to have to swap it around because we have got games coming thick and fast, as I mentioned earlier. But this is what I feel that Antonio Conte will do in this match. I may be completely wrong. Please do let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Hugo Lloris in goal. The back three of Sanchez, Dyer and Davis. The wing backs of Reguilon and Royale. In midfield, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, Harry Winks. The forward line of Dele Alli, Heung-min Son and Harry Kane. The match officials for this game, the referee will be Jonathan Moss. His assistants will be Mark Perry and Timothy Wood. The fourth official is Stephen Martin. On VAR is Mike Dean. His assistant will be Neil Davis. Now, if you'd like to watch this game on TV, it kicks off at 3 p.m. at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. The game will be live in the UK on BT Sport. For more information on where you can watch the Tottenham Hotspur games live on TV, do visit the website Live Football on TV. Now, if you'd like to bet on football and you'd like to bet on this game, Spurs v Crystal Palace in the Premier League, do head over to the William Hill website and download their app. They are going for a Tottenham Hotspur win, certainly, because you would get 6-1 on a 1-0 Tottenham Hotspur. You'd get 7-1 on a 2-0 Spurs. You'd get 8-1 on a 2-1 Spurs. If you went for a 3-0 Spurs, it would be 14-1. If you went for a Crystal Palace win, 1-0, 12-1. 2-0 is 28-1. 2-1 is 18-1. If you went for a draw, 0-0 is 9-1. 1-1 is 11-2. And a 2-2 draw is 16-1.
Thanks Chris, and hello to everybody watching. I'm Bill from Football Prizes. I'm just here to tell you about the weekly Spurs prizes that we run on the site. Some of our previous Spurs prizes range from the likes of signed shirts and boots and mounts from players such as Harry Kane, Son Heung-min and Lucas, right through to club legends like Paul Gascoigne and Jurgen Klinsmann. You can watch the live draws on our Facebook page and you can go on our site and see the previous Spurs winners as well as what prizes we have to offer at www.footballprizes.co.uk.
Thanks for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please do let me know your score prediction and your predicted lineup in the comment section below. If you don't subscribe to this channel as yet, please do hit that subscribe button. Also click the notification bell where YouTube will notify you every single time I upload a new video. And also many thanks to all of the viewers who have contacted me personally during Christmas Day, wishing me and my family a very Merry Christmas. I hope that you've had a fantastic time with your loved ones, with your friends, with your family. And let's hope that Tottenham Hotspur can get the 3 points on Boxing Day against Crystal Palace and climb up that Premier League table. Until the next video, stay safe and well. Come on, you Spurs.